Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. I'm ranking and reviewing all of David Bowie's albums, and I just have to say, sometimes what happens when I review and rank an artist's discography from the very beginning to the end, you have a new appreciation and, dare I say, love for the artist. For instance, when I ranked George Harrison's studio albums. Not so much with the Beatles, which I'm doing on my other YouTube channel, because I know all of the albums really, really, really well, right? So it was no surprise, even though there was so much amazing growth throughout the years, right? I didn't change my mind about the Beatles, right? Because they're already at the very top. And as much as I love David Bowie's music, doing this in order of his album releases has really, and I'm kind of in the middle of his discography, and I love his music more than ever. I respect him more than ever. He's right up there with the greats as far as I'm concerned. And so, in the last 3-4 days, I've been listening to Black Tie, White Noise a lot, because it's one of the albums that I didn't know that well when I got this box set. Actually, I think I might have had this before I got the box set. But when I bought this box set, of course, I listened to it a couple of times and liked it for what it was. But I preferred some of his other albums, of course. So I hadn't played this for a while, and so doing this series, the first time I listened to this in quite a while, I was bored with it. I was thinking it's going to be one of the lower ranked albums. I thought it was okay. And I really disliked the cover version of I Feel Free, the Cream song. I thought it was bad. But because I'm doing this review and ranking, I'm taking it very seriously. I don't want to just listen to an album once and, do a review. The next night I listened to it again, and I liked it a lot more. I started to actually enjoy it. Even the cover version of Cream's I Feel Free. And so I got more and more excited to wanting to listen to this every night, right? And I played it again last night. So in total, I've probably played this close to 10 times. And then there's a couple of upcoming albums, same kind of premise with them. So I hope you stay tuned for those reviews for The Buddha of Suburbia and One Outside. I love this album. I think it might be, let me think here. Well, he's got a few underrated albums. I think this is one of his most underrated albums. And the cover version of I Feel Free by Cream, I love it now. It's just the first time one of the first times you hear a song, a well-known song, and it's done by another artist in a different way, sometimes you're not going to like it because you're remembering the original song. But David Bowie, the great artist he is, he changed it up, made it funky and groovy, and I love the cover version now. So this was when I think he was starting to have his personal life was getting better. He had just gotten married, and the first song is a beautiful instrumental called The Wedding. And then it follows with You've Been Around, which is great. I would say my favorite songs, what is my favorite song here? There's so many good ones. I would say, I think the 3 songs, Black Tie, White Noise, Jump They Say, and Night Flights, are my favorites. They're just, all 3 are knockouts. But everything else is just really, really good too. Pele, Athena, You've Been Around. Oh, Don't Let Me Down and Down. I love that song too. And David Bowie's vocals, they're just so good. So if you're not familiar with this album, it's not Ziggy Stardust. It's completely different than Ziggy Stardust. And I'm sure most of you are going to love Ziggy Stardust more than this. But I'll just say that I enjoy listening to this as much as I enjoy listening to Ziggy Stardust, even though it's completely different. It's more rhythm and blues and funk and jazz and everything. And I think also, just in the last couple of years, becoming a big fan of Donovan and a few other, and Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder. So I'm kind of, I would say when this came out, if I bought this when it came out, I know that it wouldn't be a favorite of mine. I wouldn't hate it, but I would just kind of think it was boring or whatever. But now I don't. I think it's just, it needs to be, if you haven't heard this, check it out. And if you're a David Bowie fan and you think this is an album that's not very good, give it another listen because I think it's fantastic. I'm trying to sell this album. In my rankings, and I know I can't go crazy with my rankings just because I all of a sudden love an album, but I'm gonna give it, because I love every song, I am giving it that's not right. No, I'm giving it a solid A. And it goes, I like it just a tad more than Diamond Dogs, but not as much as Low. So Black Tie, White Noise goes into 6th position. And I tell you, when I started the series, and I knew I'd get to this point of his discography, I was seriously thinking these albums coming up are going to be near the bottom. And I've been proved wrong with this one at least. So stay tuned for the Buddha of Suburbia and One Outside. And that is it. I would love your thoughts on Black Tie, White Noise in the comment section below. And if you haven't heard this album, maybe check out Black Tie, White Noise, the title song, because it's awesome. And that is it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Please remember to like the video and leave a comment below and make sure you're subscribed.